Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. HomeCraftology contacted me, asked if I would want to show on my channel a light pad. As you can see, this is not your typical A4 size light pad, or they call it an LED copy board because artists use these also. We all use them for our diamond painting, of course. This is the larger A3 size. So we're going to compare the size of this A3 to the A4. And you can see how much bigger the A3 is than the A4. I probably should have cut this open off camera. Would have made things a little faster. But you know how that goes. Yes, don't do it that way, Lisa. Me and sharp objects don't get along real well anyhow. Just ask Bob. He can tell you. All right. How do we get this open? I think this end just opens up. Yes. There we go. I knew I could figure it out. Oh, and it's packaged very nicely. I love it when they put the, oh my gosh, the foam around the corners like that. And it is by SanerDirect. I believe SanerDirect is part of HomeCraftology, or vice versa. HomeCraftology is part of SanerDirect. So here we do have a thank you card from SanerDirect. And we do have the USB plug-in for the light pad. And what is this? They're magnetic. Oh, how nice. This is the first time I have seen a company include these. This is to hold your canvas on to the light pad. Oh, how cute. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to work because of being so tall. You know what I mean? But we're gonna test it out. Wow, and they're very strong magnets. Let me tell you. Holy cow! Let me zoom in. I'm way far out because of this being so large. But yeah, this is what they look like. And then yes, very strong magnets, as you can hear. Very cute. Oh, and if you go on this side, they repel. That always feels so funny. But yeah, so again, very strong magnets. Okay, and then we do get a couple of clips to also hold your canvas on. Now maybe I am mistaken in what these are used for. We're going to find out. Okay, if anybody else knows, let me know in the comments below. I should have read the description on Amazon first, because it would have maybe told me, right? So I will leave a link down below in the description to this particular light pad. Okay, let's take all of the packaging off. So it came in perfect condition that I can see so far. And we gotta flip it over, I think, to open it. I thought maybe there would be a plastic flap to open. Oh yeah, it's up here. Difficult to see, just like diamond paintings. And this is different. Let's see how that works. Okay, we do get a sheet in here. It talks about the Lightpad. Thank you for purchasing our product. Asking for feedback and reviews. Before use, check that you have all the parts, plug in power supply, and connect to the Lightpad. So it talks about what's included with the A3 Lightpad and what is included in the A2 Lightpad. And the only difference, they both contain the exact same things. It just talks about the dimensions of each. So of course the A3 is much bigger than the A2. Although when I look on here, I think they have this mixed around, because they have the A2 listed as larger than the A3. They have the A3 listed as 18.5 by 13.5 and the A2 as 25.4 by 18.5. So to my knowledge, the A3s are larger than the, oh, A2. Okay, I thought it was A4. So it does come even larger than this. There are A2s. I've never heard of an A1. That would be absolutely gigundo. But yes, they do also have an A2. So if you're not familiar with light pads and you hear this A4 and, you know, this kind of terminology, you would think A1 would be the smallest and work up to A4, but it's the exact opposite. A1 is the largest, whereas A4 is the smallest. So I am going to bring out my A4, and that is this one. So as you can see, the A3 is a lot bigger than your A2. This is one that I've done a review of in the past. This is from Elise. So if you want to see a review on this one, this A4 light pad, it is on my channel. That was done a while back. But yeah, you definitely can see the difference in size. These A3s are so nice when you do large canvases. I have this on my drafting table for my large, like 60 by 80s, you know, my larger diamond paintings, because then you're not having to shift your light pad around so much. So yes, these come in really handy if you do larger diamond paintings. So let's take a look at how this plugs in, because this is very different. This is the first light pad where I did not see either, you know, it's not connected either by a micro USB or the, what do you call it, the other kind of plug. Okay. Let's see, does this, yes, okay, that is very different. Let me zoom in and show you this, because it is so different than other light pads. So we do have this type of connection on the light pad itself, and then we're all kind of familiar with this type of plug-in. And yeah, they just plug it together, and then here is your USB. The thing that I just noticed, which is another thing that I really am liking about this light pad, and it's again a first for me. I have reviewed a number of A4 light pads on my channel, and they are all the same, where your power switch, your on-off, is right on the light pad itself, which is nice on one hand, but on the other hand, when you are touching it, or you know, you're moving your diamond painting or whatever, this is very sensitive, and you end up turning off your light pad very easily. And of course, then you have the on-off switch covered by your diamond painting, so then you got to dig under it to turn it back on. I'm sure those of you who have one of these know exactly what I'm talking about. But let's look at what this particular Lightpad has. There is no on-off on the Lightpad itself. It is on the cord. That is very neat. Love that. Okay, so I am going to plug this in to my USB hub up on my desk, and we're going to see what this looks like. So, pardon my arm. I'm going to unplug something that I have plugged in up here. Oh my gosh, should have done this ahead of time too. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see. Wow! Holy mackerel, that is bright. Sorry if I'm blinding you. Holy cow. Okay. So, okay, and if you hold, I was wondering if it was dimmable. Oh my gosh, this is nice. This is much nicer than the A3 I have. Guess where this baby's going? This is going on my drafting table. So if you hold down the power cord or the power on off switch, it dims, or now it goes bright. So that's as bright as it goes, which is extremely bright. Then if you hold it down, you can dim it down if you don't want it that bright. Okay, so this is the dimmest. So it gets very dim, and it also can get very bright. And then if you just tap it, it goes back off. So let's see what a diamond painting looks like on here. Now this is just a 30 by 40 that I had done a diamond painting in chats, just starting this quite a while ago. I haven't done a diamond painting in chat on my channel in a long time. I hope to do one in the near future though. So let's take a look at what this looks like. So it looks like it does remember your last setting. We'll test that out again. I can't remember if I had it on bright or not. So let's zoom in, see how we can see these symbols. Look how nice, crisp, and clean these are. So if you have a problem seeing some symbols, especially when you're in darker areas, sometimes you have a harder time seeing those without a light pad. Sometimes you don't at all, and you don't really need a light pad. However, I always use a light pad, whether I'm working on my drafting table or whether they're small ones that I can do in my chair. But if we dim it, you can see you can still, and this is as dim as it goes, you can still see them. Let's turn it off. So yeah, you can see how much a diamond or a light pad really does help. Let's turn it back on. Yes, it does remember the last setting that you had it on, which I also like. Oh, this is a nice light pad. I am very impressed. Very, very nice. The one thing I especially love is the fact that the on-off switch is not on the light pad itself. Because especially when I'm doing my very large diamond paintings, which again, with this size of a light pad, is probably where this would come in handiest. I am shifting my canvas around, or the light pad underneath, most likely. So then the switch that is up here, of course, goes underneath my canvas. And so when I am touching things, yeah, it goes off all the time. So then I'm having to pick up my canvas and get underneath, turn it back on, la-di-da-di-da. So this is awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Let's turn it off. I do want you to also see, we'll zoom back in a little so you can see it better. On the bottom, and this is, you know, pretty much on course for all of the light pads, you do have your centimeters listed here. So on the long edge, you can see it, the lighted area is 42 centimeters big. No, you can't see that. So it goes up to 42. Now again, this is the lit area, not out including the black area. And then way over on the right hand side also lists the centimeters. Now both of these do include millimeters also, as you can see. And then on this right side, which is the shorter side of the Lightpad, you will see that this goes up to 30. So the lit area itself is 30 by 42. That's big, right? That is big. Let's again look at the A4, which also has your centimeters. No, this one is by inches. Okay, so this one is 12 inch by, let's get in frame here, Lisa, by 6 inch. So some of them are in centimeters, some of them are in, like in this case, some of them are in inches. I guess I myself, because silly United States is about the only one that is not metric. You know, we're used to the inches. However, the diamond painting world, everything is in centimeters, you know, 30 by 40, whatever. So, you know, the centimeters can also come in handy for those of us who are not used to metric. So again, yeah, 42 by 30. So if you do a 30 by 40, like the diamond painting that I just had on here, you can see if you're doing a smaller diamond painting, you're not going to have to shift this at all. The 30 by 40 fits on here completely. So then you can use the clips that they include to clip your diamond painting on, which is always nice too, especially if you are doing your diamond painting at an angle, and I always do. To me, it's much more comfortable for my hand and for my wrist. I always work at an angle. I know many of you do work flat, but it still keeps it on the Lightpad nice. So let's see what these little magnetic things do. Now I'm wondering, does it go through the Lightpad? Because I said, you know, it's so strong. The magnets are so strong. Oh yeah, it does. So probably what you can use these for is when you're doing the poured glue, they always have this clear covering. Not everybody takes them off and replaces, say, with the parchment paper. I do, but not everybody does. So a lot of times what people do is they peel this down as they're working on it. And then to keep that in place, you could put this on here and the other one underneath. Now, again, the thing that I question, because I know a lot of people use the needle minders, and I do have one of those. On a large canvas, they're kind of awkward to use because you've got to get under it and match the magnets up well. So I don't typically use it too much. And again, with these being so long, the Lightpad wouldn't sit flat. You know what I mean? So again, if somebody knows another purpose for these, because typically that's what magnets are used for, is to, you know, put things underneath. Yeah, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I've never seen these before. But yeah. Okay, overall, like I said, this is one fantastic Lightpad, and I'm not just saying that. This is definitely going to replace the A3 that I have on my drafting table. time will tell, I guess, whether this type of, woo, I touched the switch, so it's very sensitive. So yeah, you definitely would want to keep it off to the side. Whether, how well this is going to hold up. I know I have had a problem in the past with the other type of attachment, the USB or the micro USB, especially if you plug it in and unplug it a lot, if you take it traveling, either within your house or on the road. Sometimes they can get damaged because you have to plug it in the correct way, right? Those micros are kind of a pain in the butt. So yeah, we'll see over time how well this holds up. I imagine you definitely wouldn't want to, keep it too tightly bent. I would think that would damage the wires after a while. Myself, because this is upside down, I think it is meant to go this way. So this would be on the top then, and this would be on the bottom. So it definitely will not get in the way, but again, you wouldn't want to bend that. Whoops, turn it up. Or you could damage it. Really nice. I love it. What do you guys think? So again, I will link this down below in the description. I think it is awesome. Love the fact that it's dimmable. I think most of them nowadays are dimmable rather than just one brightness. But that's always a nice feature. Again, very different type of plug-in, hopefully very durable. And yes, that awesome on-off switch that is not on here, typically up here. So I hope you enjoyed this review of this new Lightpad that I got, again, from SanerDirect / HomeCraftology. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to my channel. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, and as always, happy coloring and happy diamond painting. Bye guys.